Hey y'all, it's your girl Rose. Welcome back to my channel. I feel like it's been a while since I've actually filmed something, but I'm really happy to bring to you today's practice. It's a very special practice, and it is going to be dedicated to the beautiful, lovely, full super moon that we had today morning around 6:45 if you're in Eastern Standard Time. You can actually check out the moon tonight as well, apparently. So if you didn't check it out last night in full bloom, in blossom, then definitely go ahead later this evening to check it out and see if you can spot the beauty. But if you are new to the whole new moon, full moon kind of thing, I'm going to dedicate some of today's talk towards giving you some pointers on what this all means and how to make sense of it, how to draw the external energies and powers and manifest it into your physical reality in your real life, quote unquote real life. So new moon, so first off, this is the last full super moon of this year. So what does that mean? So full moons already have an impact on you, right? They carry this very high frequency level when they're close to the earth that shifts the water, producing tidal waves. And 70% of the earth is made up of water. 70% of the human body is made up of water. Therefore, yes, the correlation that you can see there will definitely have an impact on your emotional, physical, spiritual elements as we approach a full moon. Now, a super moon means it is that much more, I think it's like 15% more larger and closer towards Earth. So what you would normally feel when it comes to a full moon, you're going to feel it even more intensely. Okay. Now, this particular moon is known as a flower moon. From my understanding, it goes back into, back in the day, folklore or different names that were given to moons. And flower moon, again, representing birth, representing revival, representing spring, blooming and blossoming. And this particular moon resides within Scorpio, right? Fancy Scorpio. So Scorpio is all about growth and transformation, and Scorpio is all about, not all about, but also about understanding and recognizing the darkness that lies within us as much as we understand and recognize and honor the light that resides within us. Okay, so this full super moon is going to be all about inner work. There's going to be two different chakras we're going to be focusing on during this practice. So number one, your anahata, your heart chakra, and your vibhuda, which is your throat chakra. Okay, so let's start off with the heart. So heart is all about the element air. Air is all around us. Air is all within us, just like love. Love is all within us and all around us, universal love. Okay, we have access to it always. Now, when you're working with the heart chakra, we're working on opening, we're working on accepting love, we're working on self-love, we're working on compassion, empathy for not just for ourselves, but also those that may have hurt us or painful situations that we're trying to let go of and begin this journey of healing. When we're working on the throat chakra, the element here is all about ether truth. It's eternal truth. So it's definitely associated with being able to express and speak in a way that's authentic to yourself, in a way that is truthful and honest for yourself, and to respect those around you by being and showing up as your authentic self. So anything that you've been feeling leading up to this new moon, full moon, sorry, new moon, not new moon, anything that you've been feeling, honor it and understand it. Take the time to really sit with it, no matter how uncomfortable the emotions may be, no matter how dark the emotions and the experiences may be. Sit with it and learn to communicate with whoever or whatever those experiences and those emotions may be associated with. Okay, so in a nutshell, this is all about speaking your truth. It's all about forgiving, releasing to bloom and blossom. It is all about growth and transformation and moving forward. Today's practice is going to be focused on opening up the heart chakra, opening up the throat chakra, doing a little bit of work there. And last but not least, something really cool. If you're a woman and you're watching this, and if your menstrual cycle falls, like it begins on the full moon, a little tidbit, it's actually rare. It is known as the red moon cycle, something along those lines. And those that share or begin to menstruate during the time of the full moon are known historically to be the wisdom woman, the wise woman, the healer, right? These were actually women that were recognized as the healers in ancient times throughout history. They would actually serve those other women who were menstruating during their time of ovulation, which is during the time of new moon. And they radiate the energy outwards to heal, to provide, to support, to empower. Whereas those that have a white moon circle menstruate during the new moon, they are considered more of motherly, divine feminine. All of their energy goes inwards to nurture, to care. Whereas the red moon is external. It's about self-sacrifice almost. It's giving, and not only maternal, rather a lot of the energy goes towards area elements of creativity and outside of you for collective healing. So that's a little tidbit. So today's actual flow is going to be on dedicated towards not just the full moon, super full moon that we just had, the flower moon. However, it's also going to be for those women who are celebrating their cycle of birth and rebirth during this auspicious, that's the word, auspicious time. So join me as we continue and begin this practice. Of course, with always, we start off with our grounding pranayama. I will lead you through that practice and we'll take it from there, from my heart to yours. Sitting down, we're going to start off with inhalations and exhalations with lion breath. So inhale, lengthen, open up. Exhale, round, lion breath out. 3 to 5 rounds of this, opening up the spine and rounding the back. Right hand to right behind your head and tilting the heart open, elongating the neck. Inhale back to center onto the other side, tilting it back and to the left. Open up and breathe back to center. Realign the body with breath. Inhale, lengthen, elongate the neck, send the gaze back. Exhale, come back to center and round the neck. Starting off with cat-cow position using your lion's breath. Inhale, lengthen, open up the heart to heaven. Exhale, lion's breath, round the back, tuck the belly in. Let's go for 3 to 5 rounds, maneuvering the shoulder blades, moving the spine. Let out the lion breath to be nice and loud. This is optional, moving the shoulder blades forward and back. Lengthen the left arm forward, exhale, weave it through, open up the heart to heaven. This is option A. Inhale, come back to center. Lengthen the left arm up, back down onto the mat. Right arm forward, exhale, weave it through. Option B. Left arm rises up and behind your head. That way you're opening up your left shoulder blade and heart. Lengthen the right arm back down towards the mat. Inhale, roll the body forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, rise into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees a few times here. You can move into your sun salutation A flow, 3 to 5 rounds. I'm just going to start off with one today. Looking at the top of the mat, walk or jump towards the top of the mat. Inhale, rise up, lift up. Exhale, forward surrender. Inhale, roll the body all the way back out, slight back bend, push that pelvic forward, open up the arms. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up, rise up. Exhale, plank chaturanga. Inhale, rise up into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, balasana. Your first asana, starting off with your knees hip width apart, palms into your chest. Tuck that belly in and slight back bends, pulses to become aware of the hips. Squeeze the glutes as you send the
backwards. Starting off with your hands behind your lower back and your sacrum. Option 1. Option 2, keep the toes tucked. Hold on to your heels. And option 3, your toes are onto the mat. Continue to open up the heart to heaven. Send the gaze up. Push the pelvic forward. Your camel. Inhale, lift up with hands onto your lower back. Push back into Balasana. Inhale, roll the body forward. Using a block, if you don't have a block, you may use anything that's elevated or towels. I'm starting off with 2 blocks here, placing my elbows onto the block and leaning into a beautiful heart opener, your modified puppy. Your hips are back and up. Pulse the body a few times here until you surrender with your arms onto the blocks, opening up your heart. Allow gravity to do its work. Now, if you want a little bit more deeper, start off with just 1 block and allow the arms to rest onto the block, heart coming closer towards the earth. Breathe. Moving on to your next asana, your shoulder stand. Option 1, block right underneath your tailbone. Lift the legs up and open up the arms. Your option 2, remove the block, hands behind your lower back, lift the legs up, and maneuver the shoulder blades closer together to elongate the neck, lengthen the legs. Now you can keep a slight bend into the knee if it's a little bit more comfortable, as I'm doing so right now. Now directly from your shoulder stand, we're going to come into fish posture, Mathyasana. So keep the block onto your lower back, gently come down, feet onto the mat. Lengthen the legs and open up the heart. Elongate that neck. Feel the opening in your heart and your throat. Option 2, lengthen the legs, crown of your head comes down onto the mat, elongate that neck, open up and breathe. Your last asana, your bridge. Keep the shoulder blades drawn together, lift the hips up, keep a block underneath your back if you need that support. And option 2 is to move the block closer towards your tailbone, elongate the leg, and just allow the body to open up and rest. Beautiful. When you're ready, remove the block from underneath your tailbone, draw the knees in towards your heart, cradle yourself, give yourself a nice hug, holding elbow to elbow. Rock the body a few times back and forth. Continue breathing, Ujjayi breathing. Come in for a final twist, left leg crossed over to your right, twisting towards the right, send the gaze towards the left. Now in twist, it's important to remember to keep both shoulder blades drawn onto the mat. Twist from your hips, and then your back, and then your chest onto the other side. Now option 2 is to cross the right leg over, and maybe we cross the ankles too if it's available. Take a deep breath in, exhale, twist, and you might find when you're crossing the ankles, it's harder for the knee to come closer towards the earth. Use a block in that case or a towel to rest the knee. Send the gaze the opposite direction. Inhale, rise back to center. Open up the knees, open up the hips, come into your happy baby. Saddle the hips or rock it side to side. Use your breathing. When you're ready, gently release into butterfly, soles of the feet together, open up the knees nice and wide. And if you want a real feel-good posture and further opening of the heart here, you may use the block. For sit-up, use a block at your tailbone and gently roll the body on top of it, like so. Laying down, heart opened up, crown onto the head, or the crown onto the mat, head onto the mat, and gently release and surrender. This is your final resting posture, Shavasana.
And that's a wrap, everyone. Hope you enjoyed today's practice, and if you want to see more of this, just comment below, let me know. I'll definitely create more flows around the whole spiritual element of life. I'm actually going to be starting a chakra-based series in a few weeks as soon as the Ashtanga is done. But with that said, if you like what you see, then you know exactly what you got to do. Show your brown girl some love, smash the like button, share, comment, the whole shebang, and subscribe. Keep out for more videos. And until next time, from my lovely heart to your lovely heart, with so much love, take care of yourself. Namaste.